back to the channel. Those of you who are current subscribers, thanks for coming again. Newcomers, go ahead and push that red subscribe and join the family. Today we're going to make a Parmesan butter chicken. We're going to use chicken wingettes, these type of wingettes, and we're going to use chicken legs. Now come right over here. I have already washed the chicken and the wingettes. This time we're going to leave the skin on for flavor purposes. But this time we are unusually leaving the skin on. Okay, we're going to start adding our seasonings: onion powder, white pepper, and garlic powder. And we're going to be using pure Irish butter, real shredded Parmesan cheese, green pepper, and here's some Parmesan Romano cheese that you normally use. And we have some red peppers. And we're just going to get to putting our seasonings on this chicken. As you can see, I am generously covering this chicken with the garlic powder. Okay, you see that? As we go through and generally close this, now we're going to go through and flip this chicken to the other side. Okay, so we're going through and turning over all this chicken. Actually, we want to go through and make sure every piece is very well seasoned. Okay, so we're just going to go through and, like I said, make sure that every piece is very well seasoned, both sides. Okay. I am a garlic lover, and you can also use fresh garlic. Okay. Going through here, making sure each piece is very well seasoned. And the fact that the chicken is wet does even better, because it causes that seasoning to adhere even better to the chicken because of it being wet. Like I said, we're going through and we're just making sure every piece is very well seasoned. Okay. And the legs, you're going through and seasoning both sides. Each piece is getting both sides very well seasoned. Okay. Now we put the whole legs on the sides of the pan and put the wingettes in the middle. Okay. Okay. And we're just about done seasoning all these pieces. Okay. Alrighty. And we'll take this onion powder. And please make sure you're using the powders and not the salts, because it will be horrendous. You will not be able to eat it if you add this type of salt to it versus it being powder. And we've added our white pepper. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go over this with the Parmesan, grated Parmesan. And we're going to put this over top. We're going to be really generous with this. Okay. And we're going to take our pre-cut up vegetable seasonings. You remember these? These are the green peppers, red peppers, onion, and there's a couple other seasonings we have in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop this over it sparingly. Okay? And if this is enough, we won't even have to cut up any additional vegetables for this dish today. Okay? See how we're going through and just making sure All this is getting some of that nice seasoning, okay? And our oven, as you can see, is already prepped at 350. Now you can put that up a little bit higher if you like, but I like to cook it low and slow to ensure that it's going to get nice and tender. Okay, it looks like we may not need any additional seasonings cut up. Might as well go ahead and take the rest of that and go ahead and put that on here. I'm going to go ahead and use the rest that we have and go ahead and put that on there and even put that juice in there. Okay, so that worked out really well and saved us a lot of extra prep and time. Okay, now we're going to take our bottle of water. We're just going to make a reserve in the bottom of that. We're going to use at least half of this bottle for that reserve in the bottom. It will go throughout. You're just going to pour it from this one corner. Okay. And it should get throughout. If not, go to the opposite corner and pour until you see visibly that the water is rising. Okay. And now that it looks even all over, you just have a little bit left. Now we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven for a while before we add our last ingredients. All right? Woo, that's hot. Okay. Check on this. Okay, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. Checking on this. What we're going to do is we're going to pour some of this water off of here. And you're just going to pour the biggest part of that water off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this Irish cream butter. Take this. We're going to put this in a little over half of this. We're going to put this in this container and melt it, okay? Because we want to melt this so that we can pour this butter over top. So we're just going to put this in the microwave and melt that. Okay. Now let's check on our chicken. Yeah, we're just checking on this. Check on all this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this liquid yet. No, it's not quite liquid yet. So I'm put it in a little longer. We're going to take this cheese and open it up. And we're going to start putting this Parmesan all over this chicken, okay? I'm going to put this all over the chicken. Alright? Okay. Now we've got that down to liquid. And we're going to pour this over. Here we go. You see that? Oh, yes. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Just pouring that right over top of all of that. Okay? And we're going to put this back in the oven. But when you put it back in the oven, you want to turn this down very low because you don't want it to burn, but you want it to fully cook the rest of the way without burning up the ingredients we just put on top. So let's slide this back in there and let that. Okay. This here is done. Go ahead and try out this recipe. See how you like it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.